Welcome to Zyla English.
Everyday English conversations for speaking practice.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Zyla English. I'm Emma.
And I'm David. We're so glad you're here with us today.
Welcome to our series, Most Useful Sentence Patterns to Speak Without Hesitation.
In this series, you'll learn simple and useful sentence patterns that native speakers use in real conversations.
These patterns will help you speak more naturally, respond faster, and feel more confident in English.
Each episode gives you clear examples that you can use right away in daily life.
If you enjoy learning with us, please subscribe to Zyla English and share this episode with a friend.
Your support helps our channel grow, and we truly appreciate it.
All right, are you ready, David?
Absolutely. Let's get started.
Our first pattern today is, I don't have time to.
I don't have time to... This is a very useful pattern in daily life. We use it when we want to say we are too busy to do something.
Yes, exactly. And it's very common because, let's be honest, we're all busy sometimes.
That's true. For example, you are getting ready for work, and your friend wants to have a long conversation. You are already late, so you say, "I'm sorry, I don't have time to talk right now. I have to leave for work."
I don't have time to talk right now means you are too busy at that moment. It is clear, but still polite.
Here's another situation. Your coworker asks if you can help with a big task today, but your schedule is already full. You say, "I don't have time to finish that today, but I can help you tomorrow morning."
That sounds very natural. You are saying no for today, but you are also offering another time.
And one more example. Your friend wants you to watch a long video, but you are busy studying. You say, "I don't have time to watch the whole video now. Can you send me the main points?"
Perfect. So, I don't have time to is a useful pattern when you want to explain that you are too busy to do something.
You can use it with many verbs. I don't have time to cook. I don't have time to wait. I don't have time to explain. Or, I don't have time to go shopping.
Great. Now let's move to pattern number 2. Make sure.
Make sure. This pattern is used when you want to remind someone to do something carefully or check that something is done.
Exactly. It often means don't forget or be certain that this happens.
For example, your child is going to school and you want them to bring their homework. You say, "Make sure you put your homework in your bag before you leave."
Make sure you put your homework in your bag means check carefully and don't forget it.
Here's another situation. Your friend is going to travel tomorrow and you want to remind them about their passport. You say, "Make sure you bring your passport. You won't be able to travel without it."
Yes, that is a very common use. We often use make sure when something is important.
And one more example. You are giving instructions at work. You say, "Make sure you save the file before you close the computer."
Make sure you save the file means check that the file is saved. It is a clear and helpful reminder.
So remember, make sure is used to remind someone to do something carefully or to check that something is correct.
You can say, make sure you lock the door. Make sure you call me. Make sure you arrive on time. Or make sure you understand the instructions.
Wonderful. Pattern number 3 is as long as you.
As long as you. This one is very useful when you want to talk about a condition. It means if you do this, then something is okay or possible.
Yes, it is very useful when you want to say that something can happen, but only under one condition.
For example, your friend wants to borrow your car. You are okay with it, but you want them to drive carefully. You say, "You can borrow my car as long as you drive carefully."
As long as you drive carefully means the condition is that they must drive carefully. If they do that, borrowing the car is okay.
Here's another example. Your child wants to play games after dinner. You say, "You can play games as long as you finish your homework first."
Many parents probably say this one. The child can play games, but only if the homework is finished first.
And one more situation. Your friend wants to join your study group, but you want everyone to be serious. You say, "You can join us as long as you really want to practice."
As long as you really want to practice gives a clear condition. It means joining is okay if they are serious about learning.
So, as long as you means on the condition that you.
Exactly. You can say, as long as you're honest, as long as you arrive on time, as long as you try your best, or as long as you don't give up.
Great. Now, pattern number 4 is, it's hard to.
It's hard to. This pattern is used when something is difficult to do.
Yes, it is simple but very useful because we often talk about things that are not easy in daily life.
For example, you are learning English and listening is difficult for you. You say, it's hard to understand native speakers when they speak too fast.
I think many English learners understand this feeling. It's hard to understand means understanding is difficult.
Here's another situation. Your friend is trying to wake up early every morning, but they keep feeling tired. They say, it's hard to wake up early when I go to bed late.
That sounds natural. The sentence explains why waking up early is difficult.
And one more example. Someone hurt your feelings and you are trying to forgive them. You say, it's hard to forgive someone when you still feel hurt.
That is a deeper example. It's hard to forgive means forgiving is emotionally difficult.
So, it's hard to can be used for practical things like studying, driving, or waking up early, and also for emotional things like forgiving, trusting, or saying goodbye.
Exactly. You can say, it's hard to explain, it's hard to believe, it's hard to wait, or it's hard to stay calm.
Now let's move to our last pattern for today, pattern 5. It's easy to.
It's easy to. This pattern is the opposite of it's hard to. It means something is simple, not difficult, or very common to do.
Yes, for example, you were teaching a friend how to use an app. The app is simple, so you say, it's easy to use this app. Just open it and press this button.
It's easy to use means using the app is simple.
Here's another situation. You were explaining why people make mistakes when they are tired. You say, it's easy to make mistakes when you're tired.
That is very natural. It means mistakes can happen easily when you don't have enough energy.
And one more example. You are encouraging a friend who wants to start learning English. You say, it's easy to start. Just learn one sentence pattern a day.
I like that. It makes learning feel less scary.
Exactly. It's easy to start makes the goal feel more possible.
So, it's easy to is used when something feels simple, possible, or common.
You can say, it's easy to forget, it's easy to learn, it's easy to get confused, or it's easy to spend too much money.
That last one is very true.
Yes, especially when shopping online.
Wonderful. We've covered 5 more useful patterns today.
We did. Now let's review all of them quickly. Listen carefully.
Pattern 1. I don't have time to talk right now.
Pattern 2. Make sure you bring your passport.
Pattern 3. As long as you. You can borrow my car as long as you drive carefully.
Pattern 4. It's hard to understand native speakers when they speak too fast.
Pattern 5. It's easy to make mistakes when you're tired.
These patterns are short, but they are very powerful.
Absolutely. You can use them in work, study, travel, family conversations, and daily life.
If you want to speak without hesitation, don't just memorize the patterns. Try to make your own examples.
That's right. For example, you can write, I don't have time to, and complete the sentence with your real life.
Or you can practice, it's hard to, and it's easy to. These two patterns are very useful for expressing your thoughts.
And remember, you don't need to learn everything in one day.
As long as you practice a little every day, your English will improve.
Nice use of today's pattern, David.
Thank you. I had to use it.
Before we finish, here is a small practice challenge for you.
Write one sentence using one of today's patterns.
For example, it's hard to stay motivated sometimes.
Or make sure you practice English every day.
You can write your sentence in the comments and practice with us.
This is part 4 of our series, Most Useful Sentence Patterns to Speak Without Hesitation.
And we still have more useful patterns coming in future episodes.
So keep practicing, keep listening, and keep building your English step by step.
Before we finish, please don't forget to subscribe to Zyla English.
Yes, and if this episode helped you, please give it a like and share it with a friend who wants to speak English more naturally.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today.
We'll see you in the next episode with 5 more useful patterns. Keep learning, keep growing.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye!